Hey, it's Walt, and I'm here on this Wednesday, this hump day, with some more free daily sports bets. All right, so please make sure you like the video. If you have not done so already, please subscribe, and we're going to get straight into it. We have 4 bets, 3 NBA, and 1 NCAA football. All right, so first bet, we're going to go with the Raptors money line. You have a Raptors team that will be playing in Canada for the first time in about a year. You know, the Wizards are basically playing with a brand new team and a new head coach. All right. So, you know, obviously the Wizards no longer have Westbrook. They no longer have their head coach from the year past. You know, they've have a few pieces that were important that are no longer there. Rudy Hachimura, I believe he's still out. You know, he's expected to be their starting, I believe, power forward power forward. But he's not available. So I think ultimately they're trying to learn a new system, right? The coach they have now, he's more defensive minded. I don't necessarily think that they have the players there right now to install that culture right away. So similar to the Lakers, I think they're going to struggle, you know, probably a little bit longer than the Lakers, but they're definitely going to struggle in the first few games. And I think a team like the Raptors, who are bringing back the core of their guys, they're familiar with the coach, they're familiar with the system. You know, they definitely place a greater emphasis on defense than the Wizards do. I definitely like them to win. You know, you could go with the spread, but, you know, I do think even though the Raptors did beat them in the last preseason game, you know, a lot of the starters on the Wizards will see a lot more time than they did in the fourth quarter in that past game. So I still think the Raptors win. So I like that money line pick, all right? The next bet, the Utah Jazz -12. You got one of the best home teams in Utah Jazz. They were one of the best last year. And OKC was one of the worst teams, you know, in the league, period. And they've gotten healthy, but I don't really see any additions to that team that is going to make me say, okay, they will stay competitive in a game opener in Utah. I don't see it happening. I see the Utah Jazz winning this game by 15 or more. Not to mention all the buzz this offseason. Oh, Brooklyn gonna win it. The Lakers gonna win it. You know, you ain't hear nothing about Utah. And Utah is Donovan Mitchell every year is getting better and better. And as he gets better, the team gets better. You know, they have they're bringing back their core. You know, one more year under that system, one more year of each player key player understanding their role and being able to excel in it this year. So I definitely think they're gonna give it to the Thunder. All right. The next bet, Kings over 114.5 team total. All right, this bet right here, you have a new coach in Portland, and I'm not necessarily. I mean, you know, if we look at the preseason, they're not scoring a lot of points. You know, the Blazers, their offense doesn't look right to me. Maybe Damian Lillard doesn't necessarily want to be there. Who knows? But the one thing I do know is that they're giving up a lot of points. And the Kings, you know, they've been in the preseason. They've been playing around with a smaller lineup, you know, push and run. You know, De'Aaron Fox, Halliburton. I believe they have a rookie that they drafted that has been getting a lot of points. You know, so they're going to push the pace. And I definitely think that they can get, you know, even though it's on the road, I like them to get like 116, 115 against a Trailblazers team that, you know, Chauncey Billups is the coach. I know that he's going to come in there from his Pistons days with a defensive mindset. And I don't think you change that culture overnight. I don't even know if he necessarily have enough of those guys that he can turn that switch on to be a defensive team right away. So I think that they struggle defensively very early on, and it got guys like the Kings who have, a lot of familiarity with their offensive schemes and the coaching and the players. They're going to be able to take advantage. All right, the last bet is going to be Coastal Carolina versus App State over, I think it's over 61.5 points. If it's either 61.5 or 63.5, I'm gonna put it down in this video, whatever it is I took it at. So just look at what's in the video. It's scrolling on the screen right here. But you have two high power offenses, especially Coastal Carolina. The last two games that they played in 2020, 2019, both games went over. I definitely like this one to go over as well. All right. So that does it for me. Good luck, happy betting, and most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose.